Welcome to Live at the Blue Box, everybody. It is now time for This Week in Geek. I don't have notes. I don't know the date. Wait, hold on. January 16th, 2016. Am I right?
Yes.
I saw your paper before.
I knew that.
And before we get started,
Hey, what are you? What's
Geekstradamus.
Geekstradamus?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
He'll be making an appearance tonight, I'm sure. But I do want to say welcome to Jamie, who's watching us live from the UK right now.
Hey, Jamie. Hello.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Why? There's nothing better going on in the UK.
Jamie has no taste. No, I'm kidding. Jamie's one of our podcasters. That's why.
So
Hi,
she
Jamie.
has.
So you've always wondered who Lil is. It's that guy right there.
Disappointing, isn't it? Sorry.
Yes.
Or amazing.
That's the Lil puppet. Yeah. All right.
Where's your puppet now?
Let's introduce ourselves. Let's start with you.
I'm Edward Lee, co-host of This Week in Geek and of Geek Duel.
And I have a driver's license. How about you?
I am Chris Mao, co-owner of Blue Box Cafe and host or co-host of a lot
Lots.
of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots.
You.
Me, I'm a little Kanitsa. I host this Week in Geek. The League of Geeks.
Take
well,
two.
you know, he tried to steal my show anyway. And no, the League of Geeks podcast, and also Enough Said with Rob and others in this one, and a bunch of stuff. Sports Geeks. I don't even know. Maybe a future Star Wars podcast coming, possibly.
On what? On League of Geeks?
Yep.
Not on our network.
Is it
That's what Jamie is doing for Star Wars
It's
podcast.
Stars Wars.
Stars. Whoa.
Really?
Stars Wars.
Yeah, all right. And I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group, which you can see, but not everybody can see. All right. Should we jump into it?
Sure.
Sure.
I did no homework because my internet went out today,
Great.
and then I had to paint. So
You had
I
to paint?
kind of
What'd you paint?
I did paint on cosplay today. I was Deadpool. You want to see?
Yes.
I'm kidding. No, we had to paint. We're moving Molly's bedroom to the other room, and and we had to paint it blue.
Blue.
It
TARDIS
was
blue.
green, and now it's blue.
TARDIS blue.
And also, what is this we? Isn't it just you?
No, they did all the cut-in stuff. I
What?
had to
Hold on.
repair walls,
Nice Rubik's cube.
and
Sound
it's
effect.
click, click, click. Oh, William's here. Click, 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 click. I repaired the walls. I had to take out some of the mud and tape and everything. I actually have skills, believe it or not. And then
With
they
a
did
Z?
some cut-in, and then with a Z, yes. And then I rolled the walls. So we'll have to redo it tomorrow because you got to do the second coat. But that's what I was up to today.
Nice.
And I'm tired, and it gave me time to do nothing for this show. But we did come up with what the other shows are at the last minute. So
Nice
congratulations. So you guys have to carry it. Who has something?
I think we should start with the Cloverfield trailer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I think that's great.
One of the few trailers I watched this week. Yeah.
So J.J. Abrams drops out of nowhere a trailer for a movie I don't think anybody knew was even coming out.
No.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Well, I bet John Goodman knew.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, it's a few people, a couple
a few
hundred.
people that are in it. And also the poster for it, which is kind of I like the poster because it details a little bit, but it doesn't show you anything. It gives that little hint that they're kind of underground with a little tunnel. But it seems like it's a sequel to Cloverfield. I don't
Well, they
100%
used
know.
the name Cloverfield
Well, no.
Lane.
No, they
It's
they
not a
said
sequel, but it's in
not-
the
yeah,
universe.
Yeah,
I
they
It's in
believe.
said
the
it's a
same
blood
universe.
relative.
as Cloverfield.
But
I haven't
here's
seen
what
that movie, but
here's what I wonder. At the end of the trailer, when she's going out, I love the trailer, by the way. But when she's going up, and John Goodman's like,
That's
no, don't do it. Don't go out there. You're going to kill us all.
Geekstradamus?
Yeah.
Big shocker.
But when she was going out there, do you think what she's going to see are Cloverfields from like the thing from the movie, or are they going to call it 10 Cloverfield Lane and it's going to be something like a zombie apocalypse or something else? I mean, it could be like a post-nuclear
It's like
thing.
Rick Grimes walking
So-
towards them. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's
Walking
actually going to
Dead.
be the
What?
movie. I'm thinking it's going to be Cloverfield. I don't know what they are, but I think they're going to keep with
The alien thing
yeah.
from Cloverfield.
Never
So
seen
like
Hey,
she's going to look out
Godzilla?
there and see those big things walking around. Could be. Because at the end of Cloverfield, have you guys ever seen the Blu-ray of Cloverfield?
Yes.
Not
They had
the
to help-
Blu-ray.
The Blu-ray has an extra thing that shows. I don't know if you saw this then. If you're making that face,
No, I may not have.
it shows like a video of some people like on the beach, and in the distant background, you see things falling. A couple things fall from the sky, and they're people. I remember reading it. Everyone's like, "That's supposed to be like an invasion of these Cloverfield things," even though you think it's all done. But it's way in the background. It's brilliant because you're watching. You're like, "Why are we watching this home video?" And then you watch it again. And you're like, "The hell is that in the background?"
Right.
And then you start paying attention. You're like, "That is something huge falling from the sky, way in the background." Really cool. So that could be what it is. Is like, hey man, that happened. Here we are. I'll tell you one thing I really like about this. It's not found footage.
No, right.
I liked it in the original. I thought it was clever. I thought it was. You didn't see it, but
No,
I thought
I've
it
not
was a
seen
cool
it.
movie. I liked
Yeah,
it.
it was good.
I like the movie,
But I like that it's not found footage.
but I'm not a found footage fan. Like
You didn't like Blair Witch Project?
But
I thought you meant
was
Blair, our podcaster.
I was gonna say, what? I do
Yeah,
like
or
Blair.
either or. That applies.
Very nice person.
Both scary in the forest. I don't know. Sorry, Blair. It's,
Wow.
Scary in the forest. I think she'd admit
that's
she's
what
scary in the
Devin told me.
forest.
But
No,
don't
I
know.
mean, outside of the Blair Witch Project, which I think it worked perfectly for, I didn't care for any other found footage
Right.
movies that have come out. I mean, even Chronicle and stuff, like they were good. They had their moments, but it's like
Right.
it wasn't great. Like, you know, the use of the camera to be explained those ways, it just seemed like over the top. Like,
Sure.
you know, in Cloverfield, this guy is running for your life. Like, things are just happening, and yet you're still filming everything.
Right.
Doesn't really make much sense.
This
First
is-
thing I'm
this is
doing is
pre-GoPro.
throwing the camera at
Right.
somebody and
Yeah,
running.
but you know what? It does, because if he's got like the heart of a journalist, I mean, what happens with journalists in a war zone? They know they need to.
That's different. That's their
document.
job. This is a person at a party.
Yeah,
that
but is
was,
it always? There are people that shoot stuff just because they're like, I've got the camera. This is my passion. I do this thing.
Right.
That's what I actually thought when I was watching. Like, this guy is into this, and he feels it's necessary to document. Am I right? I'm right. He says I'm right.
Wait, he's the art guy. What are you talking
my
about?
dad says I'm right. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Yep. Nope.
Fred, who's in the audience, is the director. Are you the artistic director? Is that your title of Nightmare on Chicago Street? So all of
shut
that
up,
stuff that goes
Fred.
on, that's Fred. He puts up all that stuff. He's awesome. Yeah,
You
fantastic.
rock the house, Fred. I love that thing. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to have you on sometime. Be awesome, man.
Run now while you can.
Plus, I
please.
like the name Fred.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
so
he's awesome,
yeah,
too.
man. I agree with you. Most found footage stuff.
I think it just
Falls
it
flat.
gets overdone. You
Well,
know?
is
I
it
mean,
better now if you did it like because GoPros are prevalent now? You could actually GoPro it.
Well,
Or
Olo and I
something like
talked
that.
about this when we did VHS, didn't we?
Yeah.
VHS there was a lot of found footage. That's all found footagey type stuff, and like there's one where it's at a lake, and there's this glitch in the tape, and in that glitch is where the killer is. Oh, spoiler! It's not a
it's
spoiler.
30.
Who
It's
cares?
30 years old.
But
It's okay.
yeah, right.
No,
But-
VHS. I mean, not
but
30, but
That was like a
it's already
found
3
footage
sequels
thing.
in.
And even
came
though
out in
it's not
2000.
believable that it's
Oh,
found
VHS,
footage,
sorry.
I thought that the found footage
I think
effect
you're-
was
I'm
awesome
thinking
for
Video
that.
Drone.
Videodrome, amazing.
Alil's not paying attention at all. Videodrome's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I'm talking 30 years ago. I apologize.
That's all right.
I'm old.
I was correcting him because he's 30 years ago. I'm like, VHS didn't come out 30 years ago.
No, he's thinking of actual VHS.
Yes.
So I read up on the plot of the Cloverfield movie.
Yes.
It was so I don't know if this
Are you
really
asking about the plot?
No, what I read is
There is
the
no
plot
plot.
that they give for the movie it's based the person in the shelter, those two younger people.
I did not record this.
None of this?
Oh, we're doing this
William,
again.
you're recording it, right? You've been getting video on this? Yeah, video, yeah. Excellent. We're going to have crappy audio for the first 10 minutes. Thank you, Internet. All right. Anyway, Cloverfield. What was the...
So it's
And like I
based-
said, AV nerd.
yep.
Yes.
The older man in the trailer, he was telling the two people saying that it wasn't like
Wait,
zombies.
are you talking the original Cloverfield
No,
or
it's
10 Cloverfield Lane?
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Okay.
It's a nuclear apocalypse, pretty much. So it was not Cloverfield. He said outside there's only just nuclear radiation, so you can't go out there.
Did
Yeah,
they
but
not
that
try
could
to
be-
nuke the Cloverfield?
Yeah,
So that could be what it is.
Yeah, it was.
So when they look out there,
Fallout.
yeah, it's a nuclear wasteland, and these friggin' Cloverfields aren't dead, and they're walking around
And it's also
Is it-
the two kids.
shopping at Walmart.
Is there cockroaches and
I don't think
Keith Richards walking around out there?
I don't think she's going to look out and see any monsters. I'm thinking she's going to look out and actually see blue sky and just land. And she goes out there seeing its beauty, and then when she goes out there, that's when the story starts. Of her walking into all of these
things.
things.
That this is a red herring that that the thing takes place in the bunker.
I totally do.
When she looks out there, like it's because it looks
That's what I'm
normal,
thinking.
and then she opens the thing,
And something
then
happens.
All hell breaks
Hold on,
loose.
that's how every horror film starts, though.
Yes.
Everything looks great. Oh, it's wonderful.
Go
Those
behind.
people-
You open the door.
You know what it is? It's that Seth Rogen movie. You know that one? This is the end or whatever.
Yes. Oh, that.
Which was
That is
great.
fantastically bad.
I think
Great
it is
movie.
one of the best end of the world movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's amazing. Edward, in 2 years you can see
They
it.
make,
No,
In 2
I don't
years,
think
I
you
have like
can.
20
Even
movies
in
to
2
watch.
years.
Well, you're going to be very busy at 18.
you are. 18
Actually,
through-
you know what? Let's
You're going
talk-
to binge watch movies for like 2 months.
Great
All the
cameo
movies
with
you can't
Emma
see.
Watson.
Let's talk about this and get Edward's shame
yeah.
And
out of
this
the
is
way.
the end.
We're going to get Edward's shame out of the way here. So they officially announced Deadpool is R.
Yes.
Hard.
Well,
Edward
Hard.
is
Hard R.
petitioning. He has started a petition to get it to be PG-13.
Who did Edward?
Edward did. He wants a PG-13 cut made.
They
Which
That's
is literally
awful. That would be
5
awful.
minutes of the film.
Didn't you
Right.
see that
No,
thing
no,
on, the,
it's-
on
it's a Green Van
Facebook?
trailer.
It was like
That's all it
5
is.
minutes. It's
Right.
cut to PG-13. It's 5 minutes long.
But you know what?
just the trailer.
The sad news is, as big a fan as Edward is, he can't go to it now.
Yeah,
This
no.
is not a half an R.
Yeah, it's totally an R.
This is full
This is the
R.
hardest of R's you could have. I can't wait.
Hey,
So, Chris, we're
that's-
going.
That's Game of
I'll be
Thrones.
watching it
What are you talking
multiple
about?
times in a row in the theaters.
By myself.
Just sit there. I'm gonna make my own marathon and just watch it back to back to back.
They're
and
going to
sure
make
the theater-
Ryan Reynolds a superhero one way or another because they're giving him every shot.
Yeah.
He's the next Batman.
and he deserves it.
He's the next Batman.
And I love
No,
it.
I love Ryan Reynolds too. He's
So
he's
are
great.
you-
I was
you
just watching the proposal
devastated?
before I got in here.
No.
What a great movie.
I was expecting it to be an R like a few months ago. I knew I wasn't going to be able to see
Yeah,
it.
but you thought you could see it.
No, not really.
You did last
You-
week. We were
you
setting up
did.
play
You
dates. We
thought-
were going to
you
go
thought-
without a will.
I can still
thought
see
you
it.
Is
were
that a
It's my
tear?
decision.
He's tearing up.
It's still my decision. I could still go
Are you
if I want
serious?
to.
It's
Yeah,
still your decision?
I can go if I want to.
I don't
Ruth,
believe this.
Is Ruth watching?
where's your mom?
Is it still
I
his
talked to
decision?
her. Totally
Yeah.
talked to her.
Yeah,
Ruth.
I'm sure you talked to her. Yeah, she was asleep,
So
and you're
the-
like, Mom, can I go see Deadpool?
I am not that
Oh,
creepy.
it's my decision. All right, awesome. Thanks, Mom. I'm
You
off.
decide. Can I go to somebody's house and can I watch Deadpool? You decide.
Yeah. You guys didn't hear this, but just before we started, we were talking about this. And the best part of this whole story is we were joking that William, his brother, who just turned 18, can go. And he goes, William won't want to see it. And William goes, no, I'm going just because you can't.
That's
Yep.
brotherly
The thing is,
love.
He's never going to
Awesome.
watch. He's never going to watch that movie. He's not going to.
No,
go
but he's
and
going
see
to
it.
go. He's going to go and eat popcorn and like play with Rubik's cube the whole time and not watch 1 second of it.
He would have known everyone in that theater just behind him.
just to bring back the rip ticket stub of Deadpool just showed
Right.
you.
He's going to the $5 Marcus on Tuesdays just to do it. Big-
So yeah,
big tub.
okay, we got. So your shame is out of the way. Are you? So you're deciding not to see it.
Yeah, I just don't want to see all that.
All that,
Pretty much.
everything
That
that, I
much
want to see. The
crude
movie for.
humor, the
Okay.
graphic.
I don't want to see bad language and nudity. I mean, I'm sorry, dude.
Then why are you on this show?
That's my childhood is gone.
Wait, nudity? Why is that on this show?
Yeah, right. Well, because I'm a Lil.
Edward, you can't work here at Blue Box then. I'm sorry.
So what else do we have? I wanted to get that one out of the way because I felt bad for you actually because I know you wanted to see it, but now I know it's your choice. I don't feel bad. I want to make fun of you.
That is bad. So Ridley Scott, who's on his great whirlwind.
Has he changed the name of Prometheus?
No, he
again?
has not. But he's doing some Martian stuff, and I guess he won a Golden Globe for Martian.
Yes.
which
For
in-
best
comedy.
comedy.
For best comedy.
No, number one, what?
It-
Because somebody laughs in it. It's a comedy.
Well, they had to shoehorn it in
Yes.
somewhere. They're like, well, it was good. It's not going to win here,
Right.
so let's give
No,
That
and
is
it's-
exactly what they do. They know they hedge their bets. We want to win a Golden Globe. We
sure.
know it's not going to win for best drama. So we move
They
it
didn't submit
here.
it to whatever they did it. So
Yeah.
he's talking, doing an interview. He said that in Alien Covenant, he's going to outdo the chest burst scene
Right.
somehow. Which
with 5,000
with
chest
five,
bursters.
probably it's going to be like
Well,
be one
yeah,
of
It's
the
like
He's
lens
gotta-
flares
he's gonna
with
CGI
J.J.
it.
Abrams.
That's
It's
really
like
bad.
all the.
You mean because the first one wasn't real?
Yes, it was real.
Was real, yes. But I mean, I'm loving the spin on this. I mean, he accepted the award. He's kind of like, thanks.
Well, he did.
It's not even like he's like, yeah, whatever.
His first
It's a
word
comedy.
was like comedy.
Yeah, I know.
And then
And that's what he should have done and gone up and gone, really?
Yeah,
he
Did
basically
anybody see this movie?
he basically did do that.
That's
I mean,
funny.
I do think that some of Matt Damon's dialogue, I guess you could say, because you laughed. I'm
He's
gonna
funny.
science this up, and
What? He's funnier than a lot of
language.
comedies. That's funnier than a lot of comedies out
Well,
there.
yeah,
so
I mean,
will-
it's got to be. I haven't seen it yet, but even the trailers are funnier than anything Kevin James has done. So
And you hate Kevin James. I don't know.
I just had to
why,
get that
man.
one going for you, Lil.
wow.
How about Kevin Hart? Anyone named Kevin?
I love Kevin Hart. Man.
Hold on,
I was
he-
like-
I enjoy Kevin Hart.
Dude, Kevin Hart, Conan O'Brien with Ice Cube. Did you see that?
Yes.
Where they took his his assistant on a driving
yeah.
lesson.
Yes.
Holy
He's
cow!
fun-
It was
he's
hilarious.
a funny dude.
I actually think he's funny too, but I knew that would get you going a little.
Yeah.
Yep.
And guess what? Stallone won
Yes.
Golden Globe for Creed.
He's gonna win. He's gonna get
Yeah,
better.
He's gonna get an Oscar for it.
Which
Yeah.
I still don't understand how Creed wasn't nominated.
I didn't see the nominations, but
I'll pull them up. in a second.
They nominated everybody but Creed. Well, again,
Don't they have 10 movies they can nominate, and they only
up
did
to 10?
8?
They only did 7 or 8.
really?
Yeah.
Of the top 20, the actors and directors and all that stuff, there was not one person of color in that group this year. They let Idris Elba left him off.
Yeah, how do you- yeah.
He's I mean, the guy walks in the room, he should win an Oscar because he's
No
fantastic.
kidding.
He's amazing.
Sam Jackson, Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
Bam. I mean, he was incredible in that movie.
he wasn't the best in that movie. I think Russell was better.
He was incredible in that movie too. Walter Goggins,
Yes.
Walton Goggins, however you say it. You know what? He can't win because I can't say his name.
Right.
He was
That's the guy who
excellent.
plays the driver,
And
right?
what's her name? Got nominated.
Oh yeah,
was
she
great.
did. She got in there. She was good. So.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah. I mean, it's a makeup for.
You can't see any of her movies yet.
It's a
either.
makeup for Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That was her best acting she ever did. Or Single White Female.
No, but it's the greatest movie, man.
Yeah. There are no parents in that movie. You realize that, right?
Yes.
No parents. My dad told me that, and because I'm like 13, he goes, "What's great about this movie? There's no parents." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
then you watch it.
Well, they talk to them. It's like the Peanuts. They talk
Right.
to the parents, but they never.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it was great.
Doesn't anybody knock anymore? Wah, wah, wah.
So the
That
best
got a little laugh out there.
actor in a leading role: Cranston, Damon, DiCaprio, Fassbender, and
DiCaprio's
Redmayne.
going to win.
He
Wait, are we doing predictions? Geekstradamus says
well,
Leonardo DiCaprio wins.
maybe that's our next show just for the heck of it.
You want to do Oscar nominations? I haven't seen most of these. I can just tell you what's going to happen because I have foresight. Are we doing that tonight?
No.
We don't have to do a game show. You want to do that?
Well, I'm not going to be here, so you can do whatever you want.
No, we're not doing that.
I have to.
I'm
leave,
going to be
unfortunately.
asleep.
All right. So while Alil's using the interwebs,
Apparently, I'm not
Netflix.
the only one who didn't do homework.
Punisher series. I
Okay.
know they talked about it, but they're.
I want to
they're-
talk about this.
It's in works now.
It's in the works now.
Yeah, but didn't we report on this before? They named 4 that they're doing in the next
Yeah.
series. They didn't say it was like these are the rumored ones, but it was coming right from Marvel. It was coming right from Netflix.
I
So we
think they were
know.
still waiting.
Are they just waiting
Hold on.
until they
that was
saw
rumored
that it was
they were
gonna
going to
be-
do it. They were saying like if we can do it, we're going to do these 4. But now it's
Yeah.
like they've got
After Jessica
Barenthal.
Jones. And
Oh yeah.
who
As
isn't
soon as-
excited for Daredevil season 2? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. And John Barenthal's the Punisher?
Right. They're doing Black
Electra's
Panther.
in it?
Who are they doing?
Come on, man.
What do you mean? No, it's going to be what, Moon Knight, I think.
Oh yeah, Moon Knight. Okay.
It's Moon Knight, which would be great as a Netflix series.
That'd be
It's-
interesting.
It would be interesting. Punisher, Spider-Woman, which would make an excellent series, and then I don't know.
Is it
I still
Squirrel
don't know
Girl.
if
Squirrel Girl would be
yes,
awesome.
Squirrel Girl.
was
but
it
it's
Iron
not.
Fist?
No, Iron Fist is in this series,
Iron
Yeah.
Fist is coming out
and then they do
after Luke Cage.
Yeah, they do. There's going to be Luke Cage next after this Daredevil.
'Cause the only reason
then
Daredevil-
Iron Fist, and then a Defenders series, and I think that's only 8 episodes.
Because the only reason Daredevil got, the sequel before anybody else did is because of how amazing it did and how well done.
Right.
Nobody
And
was
this is
expecting
gonna-
it.
and this is going to do it again, so they're going to have to do season 3 after the Defenders.
and we all
Probably.
thought it was going to be good and fun and great. We're like we weren't, but like how great it was.
Oh.
I don't think anybody expected
Did you see Jessica Jones?
it. I'm 9 episodes in.
Yeah, It's great.
It's unbelievable.
You can't
No,
see
I
that
know.
one either. But
Right.
you know what? I don't think you'd like it as much
No.
as Daredevil. Daredevil, you would love.
I'm with
I
you.
haven't seen
I
it.
think Daredevil's
Yeah.
better still. As much as I
You know what?
like Jessica
I
Jones.
agree with that. A lot of people are saying they like Jessica Jones better, but I think Daredevil is better, and I'll tell you why. The ending. The ending to, spoilers,
spoilers.
the ending to Jessica Jones wasn't as strong as the ending to Daredevil. The rest of it
but-
was great. Stronger than Jessica Jones. It was weird. Yes, but the series was incredible.
Daredevil
Jessica
is-
Jones dipped a little bit.
Daredevil is your prototypical kind of borderline superhero. I don't think Jessica Jones is borderline superhero.
and-
She was a.
And we're
she's a-
splitting hairs here. We're not
Right.
talking,
Yeah.
Daredevil's a 10 and Jessica Jones is a 6. We're talking
Right.
Daredevil's a 10, Jessica Jones is a 9.9.
I don't know.
So-
I think just Tenet in there makes it amazing to me. I mean,
Just gonna.
the
Tenet.
the
was,
acting in Jessica Jones.
He was a 10.
I think it's way better than Daredevil.
That's not good,
my
so no one
opinion.
should laugh.
I mean,
I don't.
Don't use
I don't
puns.
disagree with you there.
it is, but Daredevil is great. But Daredevil has, to me, a lot more going for it and a lot more momentum.
Yeah, because
going
I'm
into
the
it.
biggest Daredevil fan, so it
Well,
has
no, it's
that
great.
going for it. I love Daredevil.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
If
So-
he shows up in the yellow suit,
oh,
forget about it. The yellow suit is the greatest thing ever.
why is Danny watching Daredevil again?
And it's not reverse Daredevil. It's not that garbage.
That'd be awful.
Bizarro Daredevil.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
it's Daredevil that can
Hey, I
see
like
amazingly well,
Flash.
but he cannot hear or smell
Yeah.
Right.
or sense anything. He can only like have
It's a
supervision.
reverse Flash. It's not that garbage. I like Flash, and I like reverse Flash, and I
Like
like
telescopes for eyes. Like
You guys are talking at the same time in both conversations I want to hear. Edward just said the funniest thing. And you
I don't
guys
believe-
missed it.
I don't believe that.
It's been 1 year of this show, and Edward finally said the funniest thing of the night.
Ouch.
What was it? What was it?
He was saying reverse Daredevil.
Reverse Daredevil, he has supervision, but he cannot hear, smell, or taste anything. So he just walks around just looking at everything.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
That's really
You know what?
funny.
Maybe because I got it secondhand, but yeah.
But then you were saying,
No, I
I
was
do
saying,
like reverse
I was
Flash.
like, I
love the
Flash.
man. So who is what's his name?
Zoom?
Zoom.
My prediction is Earth 2.
Would you like to hold this up?
His father from Earth 2.
Geekstradamus says you are correct, sir. I say you're right. It's going to be
Because it'd be
if you
awesome
look
to
at
have
it-
him in a Flash costume again. Because
But when you look
he
at
was the
it,
Flash in the '90s, and
it's
he looks,
him.
it looks
It's John
just like him.
Wesley
Yeah.
Shipp.
Yeah.
Right.
When is that coming back? How long do we have to wait?
I think it's
is Legends
2
of Tomorrow
months, right?
on yet?
Yeah,
2
it's
months?
not-
Is that
March?
on yet?
I think it's
Legends of
March.
Tomorrow yet?
That comes out in a couple months.
Legends of Tomorrow comes
Yeah.
out then too?
Yeah.
When
couple,
is,
like,
Peggy
March
Man,
or
the
April.
buzz on that
Right.
show was
When does
incredible.
Peggy Carter come out? Peggy Carter.
Peggy
Legends-
Carter comes out in like 2 weeks?
Next week.
Next week?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't wait.
We got
Is it
a
next
busy
week?
like 12
What
weeks
is-
coming up, gentlemen. So
I'm
Oh, it's
tired.
gonna-
I'm already
lots of
tired
TV.
thinking about it.
Plus, if you guys
there's Legends of
just
Tomorrow
takes it
with
out.
Rory's in it, right? Arthur
Yes.
Darvill,
Yes.
who's
And-
fantastic.
They say
He's-
that he owns the show.
Well, did you see him in Broadchurch or in Broadchurch? He's unbelievable.
Broadchurch?
Not Broadchurch. Yeah,
That was
Broadchurch.
David Tennant.
No, David Tennant. Arthur Darvill plays the priest character.
Oh, yeah, he was great in that.
He's unbelievable how
Yes.
good he is. So
Yeah. Okay.
another.
Wow,
hey,
I'm
I
going to
got
spend
something.
after that one. We just
I
geeked
got
all
a
over the
little,
place.
I got a little goosebumpy.
Did
so.
you?
Yeah, I did. I got some feels. So
Yeah, and now is Peggy Carter this week?
I thought
Do
it
we have
was
to do
in
enough said
20
this week?
I think we do.
Looks like Nuff Said is back this week, folks. I had no idea. I'll get grumpy. I always get grumpy when it starts.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Martha
Agent
just
Carter.
said-
Oh my
Because
gosh.
we wait an hour for Jack to get on the
Right.
on the call.
Right. And then he gets on
And then he's
drinks his-
eating, and he's in his car.
He drinks a
and he's
Frosty during
driving.
it. Oh, it's amazing.
He's like, I'm ready, guys. Let me. Oh, you hear the car door slam. You hear the Wendy's. Because he's got to get a Frosty.
Can I get
All right, I got something.
Oh, wait, I got one more thing. Have you guys seen Shannara yet?
No.
Is it good?
Oh, we talked about. I think we talked about it last week, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I
We
mentioned
did.
it.
I don't
It
pay attention.
is great.
Grumpy's
I-
back.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I haven't seen
Have
it.
you? No, you need to watch it. It's you can get it right now on I think the MTV app and watch all 3 episodes.
get it right
that
now
aired
on my
and the
T-Mobile.
next one. Yeah, you can get it. On, yeah,
But
it's
What is it called?
I've been recording
The
it. so-
Chronicles of Shannara.
It's
and I'm
Terry
talking
Brooks
about
books.
Terry Brooks books. He had a
Lil
series-
doesn't read.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
It's
boycott reading unless it's comic books.
it's kind of a futuristic spin with Lord of the sword and sorcery kind of
Okay.
tones
Mixed with like sci-fi.
right because they're there.
Oh,
It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
And,
The
and
books
this is
are
a show
amazing.
on MTV.
It's on to MTV. It's supposed to pair up with Teen Wolf. It's it's their throw into that kind of
Yeah.
genre.
All right.
It's worth the watch. Number one, they were great stories. I read all of them, and I couldn't remember that I read this one until I got a couple like 4 minutes in,
stroke?
and I said something to Kathleen, and she hit me over the head because I will spoil things.
That's why you
unfortunately.
can't remember things. She
I
keeps
can't-
hitting you over the head.
Well, no, I said something and it really wasn't a plot point. She's like, "You did it again." I'm like, "Oh," so I have to shut up about it. But it's
When you
it's
do
well
that,
done.
just say Geekstradamus says.
Geekstradamus. And then she's
she'll
gonna
go,
kick-
is that real?
Then she's gonna kick both of our butts. So that'll happen. But it's good.
Ooh, she could, too.
I don't know what the response is to
I'm
it.
wimpy.
Manu Bennett plays like the lead, the male like father figure lead.
Who?
Manu Bennett. He's
that?
He was Deathstroke in Arrow. He was.
Oh, that guy. I know who
he's-
that guy is.
He's King of the Orcs. He's
But he was
really
all
good.
CG. See his face.
The guy who plays Gimli is in there. John Reese.
Oh, I love
John
that
Rice
guy.
Davies.
Yeah, John Reese.
John
yeah.
Rhys
That's
Davies.
right. We did talk about this
Yes,
because I saw the
we did.
preview and I'm like,
he's great in it.
I'm like Gimli.
All right.
Yeah.
Martha, you going to watch that with me? Absolutely not.
Nope.
No.
She's not even paying attention. Shannara. Yep.
Watch
see?
it. It's free.
She-Ra.
You don't have to watch that with me.
Did you just say
She-Ra,
Shanae?
Princess of Power.
We got so many other things to watch. Shanae, yeah, I love that.
That's a great
That was
use
on
of time.
Martin.
Martin was a great show.
Borderlands.
Borderlands,
Have you
yes.
watched it? Yes. Wait, is that the one? No, Badlands. Have you watched Badlands?
Badlands. That's what. Yeah. You're right.
Badlands. That looks awesome. Have you guys watched it?
I've not seen it.
It looks.
This is not this week's Geek News. This is just us geeking.
This is this
No, I
week
get-
with geeks.
I'm like, I got all this
Welcome to
news.
This Week with Geeks.
You have all this news. What?
He has
Tim
one.
Curry.
Yeah. That I was. Gonna
All
bring
right,
that
let's
up.
do the news. But
Then
No,
we'll
no,
keep
I'm gonna
on
watch
later.
it.
Keep,
Badlands.
keep talking about Badlands. Go.
No.
Badlands looks bad.
Well, Badlands is a
You don't
it's
know
a
nothing
video
about this.
game, right? That they made into a show.
No, Borderlands.
Borderlands.
No.
I don't.
Well, then I feel bad. No.
Borderlands is.
Borderlands, okay.
Yeah, that's a good game.
It is.
They should make that into a
That's the
movie.
one where we just run
They
it
are
bigger.
making
No,
it into
They
a
are
movie.
making it
Talk
into a
about
TV.
That'd be
They
all-
are. It's a show, right? Or what is it?
No,
If
it's going to be
it's-
a movie.
It's not going to be a good movie. It's not going to be a good
Don't
movie.
listen.
What? You're gonna let
Edward
Newcomb-
Damas says,
Yep.
not going to like it.
I like Deadpool. And
We can't do that voice anymore. He turned 16.
no, it's
Well,
so
you
now
can still use
Can we do
that
the
voice.
Peter
don't-
Brady time to change voice?
time to change.
The best Brady Bunch episode ever.
All right, who has
All right,
Besides
so,
the
so
Broken Base.
I have
Tim
one.
Curry is
Wait,
coming
almost.
back for Fox's remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yay.
but
I'm
he
still
will be
not watching it.
he will be playing the role of Dr. Frank. Was it Further?
Frankenfurter.
Yeah, Frankenfurter.
Have you not seen it 100 times?
I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time. The criminologist.
So he gets to
he'll be the narrator.
He gets to do the song. It's just a jump to the left. He gets to do that part.
He's not. No, that's not what he's doing.
That's Frankenfurter does
Right,
that.
that is Frankenfurter. He's not going to be Frankenfurter. He is going to be.
the narrator.
Yes,
the
he's going to be the
narrator.
narrator. Well, he
That's
does.
not
Get,
Frankenfurter.
he does. You know what he does? He does have the one line where he does the jump to the left, but he can't do that.
But
He's in a wheelchair.
You're right. He does. I went
just,
back.
He
I
just
apologize.
says it's just a jump to the left, and then they all go. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
How are they going to do that?
Well, he just has to go. It's a jump to the left.
Well, no,
That's all has to-
he just
Ooh,
can't.
That was a mean impression.
Unfortunately,
I love Tim Curry. I feel bad.
He has some health problems where he can't walk.
He's in a wheelchair
Right.
now. He had like a stroke.
Something, yeah.
Kathleen hit him on the head. I love Tim Curry.
I'm not
He
joking.
spoiled Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's 35
I didn't
years.
know you were still alive.
I am not.
I'm not joking. I didn't know you.
Yeah.
When I saw a picture of him, I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I
I'm
guess
not a
that's
Tim
why.
Curry, or I'm not a Rocky Horror fan. I'm just not.
You didn't have anything to do in college? Come on.
I went to it in college. I went to the midnight show, and I was like, I just didn't. I thought it was okay. I thought I was going to like it a lot, but I don't really like musicals. I do like the time warp thing, and I like when Meatloaf showed up.
Right.
But the rest of it, I was like,
Who's going to be Meatloaf? It's somebody.
Oh, it's what's his face from American Idol?
Adam Lambert?
Yes,
Adam
Adam Lambert's playing Meatloaf.
He'll hit that. They said when they
still not watching it.
But when they wrote that the Eddie part was so hard to sing that the guys in the musical would just do what they could and didn't do it. Meatloaf on the first try nailed it, and they're like, "You got the part."
that's because he's Meatloaf.
Well, I know, but that's how hard it is to sing because he's a talented guy, but that's a hard.
And so tasty with ketchup. Oh,
Boo.
yeah.
Boo. That was big.
Small crowd. just as many boos.
The Queen from Wonder Woman, they just cast it with a lady named Connie Nielsen. She was the Queen in Gladiator. She was also in Mission to Mars, and she's been in a bunch of shows.
I know who that
is.
is.
Like played Joaquin Phoenix's sister. I think that's going to be. I mean, it's going to be good.
She's good.
She's there. She's
good. You had one, Edward. You were about to say one.
Have you seen the Free State of Jones trailer with McConaughey?
No.
What is it?
It's based on the story of in the American Revolution of a soldier from it going off and leading a bunch of deserters to build their own army to have their own state to stop from going to battle.
That sounds cool.
It is.
By the
It's
way,
based in the American Civil War.
Okay. And
looks-
he's playing the lead in it?
Yes, he's playing the lead.
All right,
He's playing the-
all right, gentlemen.
He's playing the leader of just a bunch of group of men that's trying to fight off the Confederates.
Let's put on our blue coats, gentlemen.
Yeah.
And the
all
blue
right,
coats.
all right. Come on, man.
I love
Edward's just trying to talk through it.
his story about that is fantastic. The whole thing about him getting into the movie and stuff, how he just like was hanging out and like a
I didn't know
bartender.
that.
Oh no, he was just like hanging out and they were filming the movie and they were trying to fill that part. And they just ran into him. He had never like acted. He's
Oh,
like, I
really?
can do it. He's like, he goes like community theater.
He is amazing
Right.
in that
He
movie.
goes, I looked exactly like he did back
He
then.
looked like, what is it?
Yeah. He's like, I didn't do it. And that all right, improv. That was like an improv scene. All right.
You know what? That makes me want to watch that movie again so much. He is such a good actor.
What movie is this?
It's Dazed and
Dazed
Confused.
and Confused.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, Edward.
You know, back when Martha and I
One
used to
day
do-
you'll grow up.
Martha and I started back in the early '90s. She left the room, so I don't know what it was. We had a zine. We were part of that like whole zine thing. We've talked about this before. I love zines. And Wiley Woods, I think that's his name, the kid in Dazed and Confused, was a big zine guy. So it was like at that same time, like we got his and
The kid who
like-
plays the freshman. That's
Yeah,
the kid. Yes.
yeah. But he was like part of that whole zine scene.
Wow, that's cool.
I know nobody cares, but to me it was like, oh, cool.
Well, like when
liked
you did
his
Brett
stuff.
Dalton, who knew he was into action figures and the toys and stuff? I mean, that's cool.
Or it's why I cheered when Mr. Incredible was a claims adjuster.
Right.
I got something. I got something big. All right, so
How big?
we know Rogue One is coming out in December. Another Star
Surprise,
Wars
surprise.
movie. And you know,
Star Wars you speak of.
With a Z.
initially people were like, "Oh, Rogue One will be fun. People love to go see it. It won't be Episode 7 money, but
Oh, it will be.
we're getting Darth Vader in Rogue
We
One."
are getting Darth Vader.
And
in
James
Rogue
Earl
One.
Jones is coming back to voice
Shut
Darth
up.
Vader
Take
in Rogue
my
One.
money now. That's going to be
So-
awesome.
Like,
That is going to be awesome. And you know what else we're going to get? We're going to get Poe Dameron's parents.
Do you think it's
well,
going to be
and Poe Dameron's
Dameron's
parents have a big role, like in throughout the movies, like
Right.
after Return of the Jedi.
But it's going to fill in those blanks, and we're going to be like, oh.
Yeah.
So is it
Makes
going to be
sense.
Poe Dameron's parents or Poe Dameron's like origin story of how he
No,
became?
no, it's
No,
not.
it's his parents.
It's his parents.
Well, it may be how he was.
Yeah,
started.
right. Hey, we got the plans. Wah, wah, wah.
no, that actually,
All
that
right,
actually,
all right,
if you
all
read
right.
the comics, that actually happened
Come on into my X-Wing.
in a Ewok hut
Ewok hut?
after Return of the Jedi. I'm not joking.
Yuck.
They,
That can't be clean.
Was it the one where they're playing the stormtrooper
the
helmet?
helmet. but
Something
no,
about that Yum Yum song gets
Yum Yum.
everybody all worked up.
Yum yum. Then all of a sudden, everybody. Never mind. This is the wrong show. I'll talk about that in about 4 hours of the League of Geeks.
The Yum Yum song is the Barry White of the
rated
Star
R.
Wars
They're
universe.
very explicit. Yum yum.
Well, it says on. You know what? Tonight's the night. Put on the Yum Yum song.
No, but what
All
else?
right, Chewie.
All right.
Chewie, you take the lead here.
You know what I like about Ewoks?
But see, what else I'm excited about with Star Wars, the Star Wars,
These Star Wars. You're like Martha when she said the Soldier Field.
is the Soldiers Fields
Yes, she said it one time, but I
In
can't let it
Chicago.
die.
in Chicago.
Okay, so these Star Wars.
No, Rebels, the
Over by
cartoon
the-
Rebels also is doing tie-ins with Force Awakens. Like they
Oh,
did
it
a
is.
cartoon.
Well, it's all part of the universe.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So Rebels is actually happening around the time Rogue One is happening. So we don't know exactly, like, it's probably before Rogue One because they're bringing in into the second half of Season 2 Princess Leia. Yoda's got a scene in it where he's actually talking to Ezra and the other Jedis that are in there.
Is that where Letters to Ezra came from? Wasn't that a band? No, I'm kidding.
Ezra.
Better than Ezra.
I had that thought.
Ezra, who's the main young character, who's the one we're like following through the story. He ends up with a lightsaber in his hand in one scene that is a green saber, but it's the Kylo Ren type saber with
broadsword,
the broads. Yeah, with the.
Oh, really?
That was in the trailer, yeah.
Interesting. Are you taking this? Well, now I'll know nothing about this week.
It's not like you knew anything anyway. So.
Well, it has been.
She just
That's
stole
all right.
it from
you
me.
guys take it.
Sold out
I've
by
soiled
your
it
ego
enough.
daughter.
I'll just look off Edward's cheat sheet here.
Sure. Oh, you know how we said last week that the Pacific Rim 2 was dead?
Yeah, now it's back
Yes.
on, and then it's
So
gonna be dead again.
Guillermo
But
del
this is
Toro
what keeps happening.
just tweeted out saying, "It's not dead as long as I'm here," pretty much.
Yeah.
Who said that?
what do you
Oh,
do?
wait.
Del Toro. I
He'll
mean,
get somebody to pay when the
I mean,
lights
he
laugh.
says the same thing for Hellboy 3. I mean, he's been
Right.
saying that it's still on for, 10 years now?
It is. But here's the other thing. Did you guys read the other Guillermo del Toro news this week?
No.
No.
Okay, so Pacific Rim gets put to the back burner. He actually has this window. I mean, this guy's like got his fingers in everything, right? He has a window that has opened up where he can actually make a film right now. So he is making, and it's already written and ready to go, that kids book, Stories to Scare the Crap Out of Kids, or you know that book? They're like, what is that book? Stories to scare you in the dark.
I don't know. It's probably something I read to my kids when they were toddlers in the crib.
These stories are scary. It's really good. Like, really scary stuff. And he's making a film out of this. He's a huge fan of this book.
The most terrifying stories we've ever read. That's the name of it.
No, there's another name. That's the second one, I think.
It's based on,
It's one called Stories to Tell Your Kids in the Dark or something. And they are actually really scary. And the artwork...
that's what you're right.
The artwork is messed up. It's really good artwork, but really like freaky, and it's like for kids, like wow, man. Except for Lil's kids. But Del Toro owns 7 of the original pieces of artwork, so he is a huge fan of this series. This weird little window opened up, and he's like, "I'm making it." Yeah. This is exciting. I think this is going to be really good. Him doing a straight up,
horror
really
movie,
scary horror. That has that, because like Pan's Labyrinth, he's got that like fantasy element to it,
and
it's going to be incredible.
More work for our favorite Doug Jones.
Oh,
absolutely.
please.
So,
we should write to him. Are you in it? Are you in it? He won't tell us.
Self-described as scary as Bleep. That's how he described it.
It is too, man. The stories. I got
That's
them
awesome.
for Molly.
Bleep is pretty scary.
Because Molly listens to a lot of these. You know, she listens to a lot of audiobooks, and like she's 3, and we're getting her like Harry Potter because she could handle it. She wanted it. So I got her those. She listened to about 30 seconds and was like, nope. I mean, it's like awful. I was like, yeah, well, you listen to those when you're a teenager. Edward, when you're in your 30s.
Wow.
Yep.
It's too scary.
It's too
Probably.
scary.
Have you-
Probably. He doesn't like scary things.
Voldemort's so
This
scary.
will be stupid. Did you guys see the Zoolander 2?
The new
trailer?
one? No.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
It's fun.
The one I saw
can't
the one in the
wait.
trailer. It was
Fantastic.
hilarious.
It's
gonna be
I love that everybody's back. Mugatu's back. I
Yes,
mean, it's gonna be great.
You're talking. Is there a new one this week?
Yes.
No, yes.
Yes, there is.
Because we saw
It's-
one. Did we see one with Star Wars? Or we saw it with
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, you
we-
saw that one where they
Yeah,
get
that was
Mugatu
a-
out of jail, and then he
Yeah,
gets, like,
yeah,
that
it was
big-
really funny.
The big muscle suit, he tears
But
it
there's
off.
another one.
There's another one.
Yeah, it's
All right.
It's pretty.
Well, it
it's
opens
good.
up in what, a couple weeks?
2 or 3, I think. Yeah.
It's going to be
It's soon.
funny.
This could be a hit, or a Ben Stiller non-flop, which would be good.
A non-flop.
Have
yes.
you heard what the Russos said about Infinity Wars? They said
Oh, yeah.
They said for the characters, the main characters are not going to be like Iron Man. Captain America is going to be secondary characters to take the front of this movie.
Right.
So it's going to be pretty much like the Defenders, Luke
Well,
Cage.
that'll be in the first one. The second
Yeah.
one will be back to the Avengers.
Probably.
I'm
Right,
sure.
they're going to
The
use
first one's
60.
probably gonna be-
They're
But-
using 67 or 64 Marvel
Yeah,
characters, something like that.
67 is what I heard.
Everybody gets a
67
second half on
characters.
screen. Here we go.
So, they're saying that because what they want is they want you to believe everything that's happening now in Phase 3 is going to make a big impact, which it is. I mean, Doctor Strange is going to have a huge role in this.
Yes.
Black Panther is going to have a huge role in this. What they're going to be doing with Spider-Man is going to be enormous, but we're not going to forget Iron Man and Cap and all these guys. I mean, there's going to be...
Who? Oh, short-term memory. I already forgot.
There you go. There's going to be a big twist with all these characters.
Yeah.
And big deaths.
Yep, and the good thing also to add on to that, Ryan Coogler, who directed Creed, is officially directing Black Panther, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see that.
He's the right guy for this. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, I mean, he's phenomenal.
Chadwick Boseman, awesome.
I mean, he was in 42 was great.
That's who's playing it? Oh, he'll be great.
Yeah, that guy.
He's fantastic.
Yep.
He's got the right amount of anger without being...
It's too bad we're not excited for Phase 3.
That's all I think about.
I know, that's all I think
it's
about.
Like Phase 3, Star Wars, Phase of Infinity War, Star Wars. That's all I care about.
Yep.
Batman v Superman, bye.
Edward's waiting for that one.
And watch it be great. I mean,
the Batman v
hope
Superman, the hot toy. Did anybody see this? The
I know what's
Batman
gonna
hot
happen.
toy
I know the
looks
plot.
horrendous.
That's the problem.
His
I know the
neck
plot
is
does
as
not.
big as his head. Like it sticks out like this.
What
Like,
does?
The hot toy for Batman v Superman? Like
Oh,
the
yeah, I
Batman
know.
hot toy. It looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
I'm shocked because Hot Toy does such a great job with their figures.
Yeah, but
so
they're-
meaning that this is how he looks. Like he's just going to be big and bulky. Like
yeah.
he's supposed to be wearing the armor.
You'd think it would be cool.
he
But
does.
they're
He
just
does
making
look kind
they're
of.
just making him Iron Man.
Right.
No, that's what they're doing. That's how he can.
Yeah,
that's
I
the
don't-
only reason how he can stop being smashed to a pulp
Iron
by
Man of
Superman.
Gotham.
Right. He's Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he
yeah.
gets in the Batbuster, I am out. Now that I said it, I am in.
It's not going to be.
That sounds
it's not
awesome.
a Bat Buster. It'll be a Super Buster.
I got one. Speaking of Batman, did you guys see the Lego Batman 66 set coming out?
Oh, the cave.
I did.
The
Oh,
cave.
yes.
The 66 Batman
I have
Bat
to
Cave by Lego. Holy cow. Dad, I know what Molly wants. It's unbelievable. And
Does Michael Caine come with it?
It's got the Joker. It's got all the villains. It's got the Riddler and all the Batman 66 villains. It's got Robin, but the Joker has the little mustache. Because Cesar Romero has the mustache. It's amazing. It's got the Batcopter and the Batmobile.
And with
man.
it, you get a vial of Adam West's blood.
Nice. Oh, and it's like that Kiss comic book. Remember that?
Yeah.
Every issue has some of Kiss's blood in it.
Was it the blood or sweat on it was sweat on like a paper towel, wasn't it?
For
In
what?
what?
Kiss?
No, it was their blood.
No.
Marvel,
It was-
Marvel ink. They mixed their blood with the ink that
so you got
they
Kiss
printed
blood.
It was,
on. Yeah.
Kiss.
You know
It's
what? If you're a big
fantastic.
enough fan of this show, you can have a sweaty stool from us. So,
No.
I mean, stool
It's a
like
little-
this.
it's a
It wouldn't be
like-
mine. I don't sit on a stool, so
it's a little piece. It's
wait.
a stool sample.
Have you seen?
I
the
don't know
tra-
what kind of
Hello.
stool
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
was just
about.
gonna say I didn't mean these stools.
Yeah.
Have you seen the secondary trailer for the second trailer for 999?
999. What's that? Did I see this trailer?
Yes, you did. You saw
You
the
did.
first
We-
trailer. You
we
did not
talked
see the
about
second.
this.
It's the one where the 4 bank robbers.
Oh, this looks
Yes.
awesome.
So they released the second trailer.
Okay, cool.
It's for me. It's a very different take on the movie. It's more about the
But does it
cop
look
side.
cool?
It looks
sometimes You
amazing.
get the second trailer and it's like I was all hyped, and then what is this?
It looks amazing. It looks like a really dark, interesting movie.
All right, I'm down for that. You know the one I'm really interested in. I want to hear about. Was the Witch trailer any good?
That was weird.
Did you guys see the Witch trailer?
No, who's doing that?
I don't know, but something hit my radar. I got like a tweet or something this week that was saying this movie
It's-
looks absolutely great.
It doesn't. It's a blacko that goes all crazy.
Okay.
The interwebs.
All right. Well, that's not happening then. I don't know. I was
I'm
excited
actually
for that.
shocked we didn't lead off the show with some passings.
Well, we can talk about that. It's very,
Wait,
it's very
time?
I have
sad.
something else.
What time is it? Because we got to limit our time.
6:51. So we got about 5 minutes.
We better hit our passings here. Unless you guys have other things you want to. It is
I have
what a
one more.
tough
I have
week.
some
No, it was a rough week in the.
And we're going to get into more
Biz
detail
world.
in the next, well, not the next show, but tonight, because we're going to do a show all about some of these passings. But man, what a terrible week.
I also have one. they said that their Silver Chair will be rebooting the Chronicles
Yes.
of Narnia movies.
Yes. So I actually like the first one.
Is it going to be booting from the beginning to the end?
No.
Or is it going to start off
here's
at
deal.
the voyage?
Here's the deal. They're going to do the Silver Chair. If they are successful with the Silver Chair, they're going to start from that point and redo the whole series of books under their banner.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think it's Walden. Are they the ones that have it now? Disney had it, and they let it go after the third movie, and I think Walden picked it up. And they're making this new series of movies. But they have to see. I mean, if the first one tanks, we're not going to see 9 Narnia movies.
They should have done them like bang, bang, bang instead of
Right.
like, you can't keep
But
that.
see, that was where Disney was having a problem. They put their money into Marvel, and they know they're going to make a ton of
Right.
dough. Then they try something like Lone Ranger, and they put all this into it, and it's like, but...
Who could have looked at that and said that was a good idea?
Right.
I mean, it was
but you know
awful.
what? I would have liked to see the Lone Ranger, but it was bloated, and they overspent on this dumb thing. If they had pared it down and had a good script,
Right.
we would be enjoying Lone Ranger right now.
Sure.
With Narnia, the first one, they did it right. After that, it was kind of bloated, but it was like a second shelf thing to them compared to their Marvel stuff.
Well,
compared
again,
to now Star Wars.
it's like we got to continue to have a hit. And it's got to
so
make
they ditched
more.
it after 3 because
Yeah.
they were like, well, it didn't make Harry Potter noise. Well,
Yeah, it's not Harry Potter.
it's not Harry Potter. You know
it's
what?
dated. Those are great books, but they didn't have the oomph and the congruency with Harry Potter because
They
were
thought it
coming
was
out-
going to be Harry Potter. They thought it was going to be Lord of the Rings.
It's not going to be
It's
either.
Not. But the first movie's beautiful. I thought it was great. After that,
Second movie's pretty good. I like the second movie.
I actually
Yeah,
like
it's
all
okay.
3. They could make good movies out of these, but they were mishandling the property, I think. And I'm glad somebody's taking it. No.
No.
In the first one, I kind of did. I liked the first one a lot.
The-
But after that, they were just kind of
The one who
cardboard.
played the younger brother, he was interesting, and I think he's
Yeah.
an interesting actor, and he's been good in other things. But
You know, the other one that dropped the ball that I'm glad it made a little noise this week, when they did that series of unfortunate events, I thought that was going to be a full-on series. I loved that first movie. I don't know about you guys, but I thought the design of it was awesome. Yeah.
Lemony
I thought the
Snicket.
design was great. I thought the acting was great in it. I really liked it. I'm not a Jim Carrey
But
fan, and I loved him in it.
again, it's one of those things that they spent a ton of money and they never
But
saw that they could
was
make it
their
back.
mistake.
Yeah.
And then, but there is a Netflix series coming, and news came out this week. Here's the really interesting thing. We talked about it on this show. There was a trailer that came out that leaked about, feeding back a little bit. There's a trailer that came out for Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix, 8 months ago. And then it came out that it was a fan trailer, but it was awesome.
Right.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was awesome. I was reading about it this week because they have cast Count Olaf. It's Martha, who is it? It's Count Olaf. You told me yesterday.
You think she remembers?
Neil Patrick
Neil
Harris?
Patrick Harris.
Yeah,
I was
NPH.
gonna say, like,
Yes.
how do you
The other
forget who
one's-
Neil Patrick Harris is?
Him
amazing.
as Count Olaf,
Barney.
amazing.
I love Barney.
Wait for it. Amazing.
Dude.
Yeah. And but in this article that was talking about it, it also said that fan trailer might be a real trailer. That if you know the books, like I don't know if you guys have read the books at all, but the
I've
books,
not.
the way that this Lemony Snicket,
Told you I can't read.
It's Lemony Snicket's not the name of the actual author. He didn't reveal who. Eventually, people figured out who it was, but he never said who he was.
Right. So
And he's integrated into the books. So you're reading them and you're like, wait, that's the author. It's very interesting how they do it. And there's things like there's blank pages. Like you're reading it and then you're just like, oh, I forgot what I was doing. And you're like, wait, I'm in the middle of a book here.
right.
A lot of toying with the audience, a lot of toying with concepts and that. So the idea of them putting out a trailer and then saying, no, it's a fan trailer. What are you talking about? It just kind of fits in that whole, like, what is going on here?
Right.
I love that idea. And I hope it's true because that trailer was excellent. I
It
don't know if you
was.
guys saw it.
No, I
haven't seen
did
it.
see it. I think it was really good. And I think
Neil
that's a
Patrick
great.
Harris, oh, please.
Yeah, he's
We just watched Dr. Horrible. I hadn't seen that before.
really.
Oh, my
it's
gosh.
amazing. He's
It's fantastic.
well. I mean, it's
And by hammer, I mean, no, I'm kidding.
Hello.
Whoa.
Have you seen the trailer for Money Monster with George Clooney?
No, is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
really like it.
Hey, guys, hey, Austin or somebody, could you guys turn the heat up? Thanks. It's a little chilly.
I really like it. It seems like a great movie.
All right.
You haven't seen
I
it?
haven't seen the trailer.
So he plays.
I love him. I
he
think he's
basically
great.
plays that Kramer guy on MSNBC.
Jim
who's
Cramer.
Jim
Jim
Cramer, the
Cramer.
stock guy.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes in and said, "I lost everything in the stock market. The bank
blame
stole all my
you."
money. Blame you, but it's the banks that stole the money." And then it's like he holds him hostage to find out the truth.
Oh,
and then
cool.
of course Clooney playing Kramer says, "Yeah, we got to find out the truth for you."
Yeah, right,
And then
right.
that's the whole story about it.
Oh, I like it.
Julia Roberts is in it, right?
I have
Edward?
no idea.
I think Julia Roberts plays like the
Jessica
producer.
Mees-
So
Okay. That could be an uh-oh for me, but
it
maybe
looks,
not.
No, it looks okay. I know.
I love Clooney, and she
Yeah.
can be great. She can also be Julia Roberts sometimes. I'm hoping
That's
this
right.
is one of the
No, it's
Good ones.
not. It's,
He looks
I
like
doubt
Coen
it.
Brothers, George Clooney, not
Excellent.
which is good.
excellent.
I have
All right.
one more.
One
Have
more,
you-
and then we can talk about the
Yes.
deaths real fast.
Well, it's
Sing Street.
Sorry, 7 o'clock.
Have you
that's
seen the
all right.
trailer
We'll
for?
get it through it quickly.
Have you seen the trailer for Sing Street?
You showed it to me.
Yes.
It looks amazing. Sing Street. Have you guys seen this trailer?
No.
Nope.
It's an English movie. It looks really
It looks
good.
good.
So in the trailer, this like English kid,
Yeah.
Edward, goes up.
It's
There's a-
actually me.
he
and-
starts
There's
to
a girl-
dance, and his name's Billy Elliot.
There's a girl standing there on her stoop, and he's like,
Who are you?
"Oh, yeah." He's like, "Who are you?" And she goes, "Well, I model for this one thing." And he's like, "I'm in a band." He's not in a band. He has to put together a band like really fast. He's like, "We're a band now." He tells his geeky, dorky friends. It's kind of like when I came to you guys. I go,
The
"We're
thing is,
podcasters now."
What you stopped, it goes
yes.
later and actually shows that he actually gets into a band, and I forget what the
Yes.
band is called.
It's all called Sing Street.
Great. I have no idea what that band is.
It's made up. The name of the movie is Sing Street, and it says it on his drums.
Okay.
So, but it looks awesome.
Yes,
It looks really good.
it does.
Although
Is that
the
the guy
trailer
from
is
Game
like
of
5
Thrones?
minutes long, and by the end you're like, I just watched
It's about
this
3
movie.
minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's
Yes.
roll through who died. Who are you going to talk about first? We're going to do it quickly because we're going to go into detail.
Well,
after this.
I'm gonna go with Rickman first. To me,
Alan Rickman.
Yeah, that's
Wow. Did you guys? I mean, I didn't know he was sick or anything. I didn't
No.
know.
no.
Man, and when you start talking about this guy's body of work, holy cow. Amazing. So that's a big loss this week.
Because he was huge in like 3 pretty big franchises. I mean, he was unbelievable, and anything he did, you saw it. It was like he was riveting.
Yes.
I mean, he was just sitting there. It's like, oh, I'm Alan Rickman. So I mean,
Yeah.
even his voice, like his voiceover stuff.
He's the reason I fell in love with the Harry Potter franchise. I mean, it was his portrayal of Snape was just
His Snape is
great.
unbelievable.
Because sometimes you're like, whoa,
Right.
When you read
is
the
he the
books-
villain? Is he who?
But when you
Yeah.
read the books, he is Snape.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Like because I remember when we saw it the first time, I'm like, that is the greatest casting ever.
Just like Radcliffe is Harry Potter.
Yes.
he's amazing. I think they did a good job with that. So
Agreed. So
Yep.
yeah, I read something on the internet about it where he was looking for some direction on how to play Snape, and J.K. Rowling told him, gave him the drop of who he was, so he would play Snape in a certain way.
Oh,
and like
so
the
he
directors,
knew.
the directors would come up and say, "I want you to do this." He goes, "No, I shouldn't do it this way. I can't tell you why, but I need to play it this way."
Wow.
And they're like, "Okay," because there's obvious times when you look back and there's that whole chronological thing of him in chronological time, how he acts. It is amazing that stuff that's later on is congruent with the way he portrayed the character.
Yes.
The whole way.
Even in the first
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, even after knowing what you know, because you look at it and you're like, man, this guy's a real
After you
jerk,
find
and
it
he's
out and then you watch that first movie, it is there.
Dead on,
It's
yep.
really crazy.
And they said that she told him almost right away because he didn't know how to play Snape.
That's
he didn't
awesome.
understand it. He's like, why would I play it this way? And she's like, this is why.
Wow.
And he kept that secret for, 7 films?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
All right, next one.
it's great.
This,
David
this one,
Bowie.
David
Just
Bowie.
awesome.
Holy moly. Did you guys know he was sick?
Nope.
Talk
No.
about crazy. He drops an album like right when he dies.
The day
too.
before, right, or the 2 days before?
2 days
but
before.
on his
But
birthday.
he knew.
yeah.
Yeah, but
He
they don't
was-
all do it as
It's
effective.
right.
Tupac is still dropping albums.
Yeah, right.
This is the remix from his cell phone from the cab in New York that I
Yeah,
stole.
I don't think he's going to show up as a digital hologram at the
Yeah.
Grammys this year.
Well, he did, and did you see the video for.
I did not see the video. I hear
It's
unbelievable.
great and it's creepy, and he's wearing like the same shirt that he did, and
Yeah.
it's just that till his literally his dying breath, he was the showman and always reinventing himself.
Yep.
But then it went full circle back to where he started. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Unbelievable.
yeah,
We had another one. Dan Haggerty died this
Yeah.
week.
yeah.
Yeah,
74.
Grizzly Adams. Now, you would have no idea who this is, but when
Nope.
we were kids, not you, but when we were kids,
Yes.
Not me.
Grizzly Adams was like,
He was.
I was like,
we all
what?
watched that.
What is
Oh, yeah.
Grizzly Adams?
Oh,
You know,
my
so-
gosh. It was one of those shows.
It was
that,
an NBC movie. It was
Is that
in
the one where like I see a picture of like a guy and a bear?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god!
It's not a guy in an orangutan like
It's
that.
not BJ.
That's not BG and the Bear.
No.
That's a better movie. No, I
They
don't
need
know.
to remake that, too.
He was like that typical big, huge guy, blonde hair flowing, big
Yep.
beard, just kind of.
Yep.
If you were looking for a. No, well, he was 74, so.
Well, that's not that old.
Well, I'm not going to say that it's old, but you know.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what? But yeah, we lost him. And there were others, but I can't remember. Who else did we lose this week? Bob Denver. I saw that. I know I haven't looked that up, but
Really?
I saw a thing that. Look.
Bob Denver.
Bob Denver's been dead. Well, last week Lemmy died.
Celine Dion.
Who?
Lemmy died from
Lemmy
Motorhead.
died, yeah.
Yeah, Celine Dion's,
Celine Dion's
husband died.
and then
Bob
Renee.
today her brother died.
Yeah, he was
Really?
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had the
cancer,
same
yeah.
cancer.
Wow.
He had the cancer.
Wow.
And then the guy who played
it was Angus Scrim died.
Oh,
who was the
Angus
tall
Scrimm
man
died.
in Phantasm?
You know what?
that was
So
a week
I-
or two ago, right?
I
No, he
tweeted-
died on the 9th.
Yeah, he died this week.
Oh, okay.
I tweeted something out about Angus Scrim, and the guy who directed that, who also directed Bubba Hotep, favorited it. I was freaking out. It was awesome.
You're like, I'm internet famous now.
That's right.
No, but he favorited it. I was like, I love this guy because Bubba Hotep is one of the best movies ever made. Ever. Elvis in a nursing home fighting zombies.
Brian
Bubba Hotep.
With Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
Here we go. Brian
Yes. Yes, it was. And what's his name plays JFK in it.
He doesn't know what Blockbuster is. So
No. It's
Do
kind
you
of like
know
a
what
red
Blockbuster
box,
is?
I
but
do.
a store.
I do.
Right.
Brian Bedford also died.
Yes.
Who's Brian Bedford?
Disney Robin Hood.
Oh, yeah, Disney's Robin Hood, Martha. Did you know that?
No.
The guy who did the voice of Robin Hood died. Yep.
David Margulies.
Yeah, David Margulies, who played the mayor in Ghostbusters.
Yep,
He's
he
a
died.
character actor. He was around. He was there.
And there was a big cinematographer
God.
that died this
Oh,
week, too. The guy, I might be wrong. Was he the guy that was the cinematographer on Close Encounters? There was a big
believe so, yeah.
cinematographer that died this week, and I think it was the guy who shot Close Encounters, which is absolutely gorgeous.
That's a small film.
yeah.
Didn't do any business.
Yeah,
No.
and
Didn't
nobody
have any
talks
good
about the
actors.
photography in that.
Yeah, no good actors in that. Let's go.
Patrick McKenney. He was a
Are you just looking up deaths?
Yeah.
Patrick McKenney.
His
was
Snyder
secret
passed
agent on
away.
Are you on
Avengers show.
mymom.com?
Yes, I actually am.
So who's he?
Big Shirley from What's Happening.
Stylish
Shut up.
agent for.
She passed away a long
I-
time ago.
Cheryl?
Like 3 years ago.
See, the thing is, I'm using the
Is he the guy
same.
with Bob Denver?
At the same time.
And John Depp.
And who is it?
And La Bamba.
Stylish agent for the Avengers movie.
Oh, yes. Yeah. All right. Oh, that was the other one. Is it Ridley Scott? Is making The Prisoner.
I was going to say, really, Scott's alive?
Ridley Scott's now dead.
no.
He hasn't even. He's got
But you
27 films coming. He can't pass away.
But you mentioned that, and it reminded me, he wants to remake The Prisoner. You ever see The
Yeah.
Prisoner?
And
The Prisoner is awesome. And a couple of years ago, Jim Caviezel, I think,
Yeah.
did a TV version of it that I heard was really
Yeah, he's-
good. I didn't have a chance to watch it, but I heard it was really cool.
As bad as he's been, he was really, really good in that. He's in that Person of Interest, right?
good
He's
in
good in
that.
that. Yeah, he's really good in that.
Yeah, I like him in that. Plus, it's got Ben from Lost in it, which
Yes.
he's the best. All right, are we done?
Good.
Did you just
Yes.
shut your mic off?
Yeah.
Edward's like, I'm out of here.
He dropped it.
All right, that's it.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening, everybody. That was This Week in Geek. We will be back in a few minutes with a truncated, binge-worthy, a little special one.
No, Input Junkie.
No, first we're doing a short binge worthy.
Oh.
You're not on it. Martha and I are.
No, you're not.
You get to take a break. Go take a
watch
nap.
some stuff. I don't know what they
Thanks for
watch.
listening, everybody. Thank you, Blue Box.